Dibs. I do mulch. Dibs.
Dude, you always get mulch.
Dibs. That's me.
Hey, it's Dave, the top frog with Pondscapes of Charlotte. We're here on the Gora Lick build, and we have what you would call a spatially challenged water feature. We have restrictions of a patio in the front and a right-of-way in the back. So what we have to do is squeeze in our 8x10 pond with two biofalls, two waterfalls addressing different areas. We're challenged into finding ways to twist the streams to get into the pond and still give them their 8x10 pond that they want to enjoy. That's where we are right now. We're excavating the hole, and we'll have more info for you to come.
What's up, pond people? During that little intro from Dave, that was actually our second day of working, so I wanted to go ahead and show you guys the time lapses of us getting to this point. So you saw that while he was speaking. That was our first day of digging, just getting the dirt out of the way.
This is the top frog shovel, so I can lift it.
Dave sounded like the squeaky boots from that one episode of SpongeBob while he was walking that wheelbarrow. I don't know if that was the wheelbarrow making that noise or the boards or his body creaking like that, but it was one of them. Nah, I'm just messing with Dave. He is still the undisputed top frog, and he is the man with the plan. So when he starts telling you the plan, you listen. Look at Blake listening intently. He's so ready to get to work.
And rock. Let's do it. So
Look, he doesn't even know what to do with himself. He's just a body in motion. He's trying to exert pond building energy somewhere. Now for rocking in the feature, we got the hands of the artist down in the pond, and we got the hands of an artist in training handing him the rocks. So good system going on here.
60 in building.
Darren with the we'll see about that kind of laugh here. Today he's the rock hander, tomorrow the rock placer, you never know. We got some of the other guys on some auxiliary missions here, moving rocks, picking up dirt and getting it nice and bucketed. Check out Blake's epic journey to move this wheelbarrow dirt from that spot to this spot. Moving that dirt with extreme prejudice there, that's what I'm talking about. Chente getting all sciencey and technical with it, I love that. I feel like I got too many clips of him doing the manual labor type stuff, but he's a man of many talents. Next day on the build, it's a little bit chilly today.
Always feels like Christmas.
Blake's got it right. It always feels like Christmas when you get to unbox one of these AquaSurge 4000s, and the dual union check valve is just so clean and new. I hope you guys don't mind that I left those clips unmuted. I think the pitter-patter noises really complemented the crab walk that was going on, and the Alvin and the Chipmunk voices just really drove the whole thing home. We're getting a little more technical with it. Brad always likes to put a nice weir stone on top of these biofalls lips to give the waterfall a cool and unique shape. You don't always want it coming like straight off. Look at that nice foam line. And Blake is, well... just having a blast doing that for like 20 minutes, so we just let him keep going, and we try to make a transition with this flap, but it didn't quite work, so you get it just as a splash noise. Fantastic stuff. Anyways, this build is coming along wonderfully. We still got a big major part of it coming up that you will see a little bit later, but overall progress is going fantastic. In case you were wondering what it would be like if you shrunk down to bug size and got stuck in the skimmer, it'd be something like this. Horrifying, I know. Blake is going ahead and making his witch's brew over here. It looks like he's dropping in some leg of frog on there. He's not going to leave it like that. We're just kind of setting some stuff over where it needs to be for later. Getting things situated. You can see the precision and fine-tooth detail going on here. Brad giving it another rinse off. We rinsed this thing and drained it multiple times. Little trick shots going on here. All right, now you're just showing off. Okay. And here it is, the start of our major addition to this feature. Couple of plants? No, it's not a couple of plants. What you're seeing is just the start of our gold planting package. These people purchased the gold plant package, which is the Rolls Royce of plantings. Look at this, Dave slowly developing a worsening limp while carrying this plant back. I don't know what that's about, but anyways. These guys purchased the gold plant package, which is going to kickstart their planted feature. The ones we brought back so far for around the patio, but there's a lot more to come.
I have to get a shovel, and I like to get a big container to put the dirt in. And then what I'll do is I'll come Wanzi on over to where the dirt is, and then I start to get the dirt for the boss. And that seems to be the good relationship.
Wise words there from Blake. A man that knows where he fits into the Pondscapes ecosystem is a man I want to work with every day. Nah, but actually at Pondscapes we're all upper echelon frogs. It's just Dave is the top frog, but our lily pads are up there, you know, like right up there by his too. And we are back for another day, and it's not called the gold planting package for nothing. I mean, you saw that giant pile of plants there. That is what we're here to do today. We are planting the heck out of this feature. Excuse my French, but this feature is just getting planted left and right on the feature. Little things, every little nook and cranny, every bit of dirt. This thing is quite literally an oasis, you know, minus the desert part. There's nothing you can do to a water feature to make it more immediately enjoyable than to give it a planting package right off the start. It's so easy to get caught up in just the water aspect of your water feature, but these things are water gardens. The planting is just as important, and being able to skip ahead a year, 2 years, and have all this planting just ready in your feature immediately makes this thing look so much more natural. Now we're doing a couple more finishing touches to this thing to get it presentation ready for Bill and Barbara, who are going out of town. So we're giving them a little sneak peek before we're fully done, and you guys can hear that now.
I love the big flat thing back there. That's beautiful.
Isn't it something?
I like that.
I'm just never gonna go indoors.
I like the little.
Oh, only the lefties. Oh, there's
there
the
it
righty.
comes.
Oh, wow.
It does look like a veil.
Oh, wee.
I like that they move.
I know. We've been waiting for you.
You've been waiting for me?
Love of my life.
You want to plug it in?
Yeah.
What the hell I need this for?
Bill thinks dirt is
Yeah,
good.
this close.
He thinks the thing that's wrong with children today is they don't eat enough dirt.
We eat plenty of dirt.
Oh, this starts to water.
Yeah, that one too.
And that one too.
Oh, don't worry about the plug. We don't need that.
Time to time.
I need something else.
Here's that. To find the right people for the right job. And then you let them go.
That's what you did here?
I think pretty much, didn't they?
You're the nicest customer I ever had.
I didn't know that this guy was so talented.
Should we bring the fish out?
Yeah, you want us to bring the fish out?
Yeah.
You mean if the koi breeds with the blowfish?
Yes.
No, it's
After getting some very important fish-based genetic questions out of the way, Miss Barbara was ready to put some fish in the feature. She was given final clearance on each of the fish we were showing her. It's always fun when we get to be around for this part with the clients and be there and actually be the ones to put the fish in for them, because one of the best parts of having a pond is, of course, the fish. Everyone's gathered around having a good time looking at the feature, and I'm sure you can tell, but if there's two things Bill likes, it's a good joke and also his art pieces.
he told me it's perfect.
Because he says everything in art is about presentation. Presentation is more important than the art. And it's true. If you have these pieces here and they shake, I mean, my God, what more can you want?
I congratulate you for getting this done.
I told you, I picked the right man.
Dave getting a nice little hug here, but of course Bill isn't going to let that one slide without getting a jab in.
Oh, your son.
I'm 29.
How come you're taller than he is?
That's a good question. You're a milkman.
Clearly you can see how much this water feature meant to them and how much they enjoyed it, so I'm glad we were able to give them a little sneak peek before it was fully done and they headed out on their trip. But we got a couple more things we got to do. We finished up cleaning that deck and we had to mulch a little bit more as well. We also came back later and put a lily in the pond to tie it all together, but for now we're going to go ahead and get the furniture situated on the patio and show you guys how it's looking. Here it is, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I know you kind of saw it in the drone footage, but obviously here's a little more calm, still shots of the finished product. We are super proud of how it turned out. You can see how we carved out the deck around the feature so they look like they were made together. They essentially were. The deck was here first, but fully intentioned to cut into that deck and build the feature right into it, and it looks seamless. And now you can see what that rock pad we brought in earlier was for, and also what Barbara was referring to earlier by presenting works of art. We're able to show off these magnificent pieces here in the feature, which is something that was super important to Barbara and Bill. But of course, the other thing you notice about this feature is all the plantings. Behind it, in front of it, left and right, this thing has more plants than I can count. I'm no plant expert personally. I tried to get as many shots of each of the unique looking plants I could. We even got 2 Japanese maples on this thing, but there's just plants everywhere. You can't find a spot where there isn't going to be room for plants to grow and expand and get even bigger and fuller. If you are looking for that immediate satisfaction and that look of, oh, my feature is 100% complete the day of, the gold plant package is the way to go. And the Pondscapes of Charlotte crew loves planting. It's one of our favorite things to do. We simply cannot recommend it enough. This was honestly such an amazing project to work on, and if you and your family want to bring some of this beauty to your backyard, feel free to reach out to us. And as always, please check out our other YouTube videos and check out our socials on TikTok and Instagram. Thanks for watching.